Hey friends! We are back with another segment of the top 8 things for zero waste living, and this is number 3. The third thing that came to mind for me and in my process of going zero waste was to eat healthier. It became more natural as I was weeding out all of the items that came in prepackaged bags, but also just some things to note and keep in mind when eating healthier. We're going to look at going to butchers, for example, going to the bakers, right? So, like, it's kind of going back into the good old days where we went to the fresh baked goods and the fresh meat from the butcher. And so we can get all those baked goods put into containers that we bring in to reuse. And bread, for example, Michael, the owner of Earth's General Store, gave me this great idea. When you go to a bakery and get a fresh loaf of bread, you wrap it in a clean tea towel or some other clean cloth, cheesecloth maybe. Like, there are so many options once you start to think of, well, what can I reuse to package this fresh stuff that I can get unpackaged. And for meat, I've mentioned before, but I'll say it again, and also sustainable meat. That's the key, sustainable meat. So for Edmonton, Alberta, I've only found one shop in the entire city of Edmonton that has all local, all Alberta sourced meat that is also all free range meat. So none of it's factory farmed or industrial farmed stuff. It's all smaller farms that are free range and all local to the province I'm in. So I go there when I get meat. I didn't realize until I called them today that even though COVID, the pandemic is still going on, we can still bring our containers in to this Real Deal Meats butcher and have them fill our containers. The only thing is that we have to take them right away. So as far as like big orders and leaving our containers with them for a day or two, that can't happen. But for me and for most people, just like going in, getting a few containers filled and taking them home right away, we can do it. So I can reintroduce more meat back into my diet. Not that I eat it very often. Anyways, for months now, I've been vegan, vegetarian, like a cross between the two. And it's good. Like, I don't really need that much meat at all. Every once in a while, yeah, it's all right. Like, I'll have some meat and it'll be sustainably sourced, free range, unpackaged, zero waste meat. So these are some things to think about as part of anyone's zero waste journey in eliminating all that packaging that comes with different types of groceries. And for the baked goods, aside from like bringing your own containers in or your own wraps to get it fresh from the baker and unpackaged, we can also just be baking more of our own baked goods from scratch. So and that's a lot of fun, and it's a way healthier because we get to choose also what goes into those baked goods. We can make them gluten-free. We can use honey, maple syrup, like a more natural sweetener aside from sugar, and play around with it. And if you have kids, have fun baking and getting messy in the kitchen with the kids, and just spending more quality time together too as a family. Doing more baking and cooking from fresh and from scratch is always a good thing too. So that, I believe, let me take a quick look at my notes here. Oh yes, buying the unpackaged produce and using your reusable produce bags and the bulk food stuff. Right now with COVID, a lot of places for bulk, they're not allowing you to do the refills like Real Deal Meats still is, thankfully. So for bulk food items, if it's pre-packaged in a plastic bag, take that plastic bag and use it for a quick litter pickup in your area is a great way to still reduce waste while also helping to clean up our communities. And yeah, just keep reusing and refilling, and that is Your third way to be more eco-conscious in reducing waste, and you can still eat meat. Like you could have anything in your diet. It is healthier overall, for sure, for sure. Um, but yeah, like so much can be bought bulk and unpackaged. It's mainly like your staple foods are going to be fresh fruits and vegetables that are unpackaged, and you can just use your reusable bags, and meat when you find a good butcher that hopefully has that local sustainable meat as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. And I don't know what accent this is, but I'm having fun. Yeah, so stay tuned and check out Instagram if you want to see some more of the eco-conscious adventuring. I went to BC and had some adventures there with friends and family, and there'll be lots more adventures, one adventure at a time, as we keep on trekking through life on these eco-conscious adventures. Thanks so much. Love you.